Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us for Living Local, your lifestyle show for all things Charleston and beyond. I'm Ashley Meservey. So it's a fact of life. Every day we are getting older, and I don't know about you, but most of the time I consider that a blessing. But let's be honest, there are those days when looking at social media posts from 10 years ago causes me to wonder how I cannot stop the aging process, but maybe slow it down just a tad. That's what we're talking about today as we take a visit to see Dr. Sonny O, who says now more than ever, there are many ways one can turn back the clock in a responsible and healthy way. Joining us today, Dr. Sonny O. We're here at Timeless U in Mount Pleasant. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so I'm ready to learn. Today we're talking about Timeless Lift. What is that?
Timeless Lift is my option, my vision for how to address aging in the lower face and neck region. It's a procedure that I've developed here. I individualized the procedure to the patient's needs, but it is done here to really reduce aging, remove wrinkles, and tighten. So the whole idea is this is done to kind of put things back where they used to be. And this, the neat thing about this procedure is it's something that it's done, primarily under local anesthesia. It has a pretty easy recovery, and at the end of the recovery, the patients have a very natural result.
I heard about IPL, right? Intense pulse light.
Yes.
Is that right? Okay, so what is that?
IPL is what I call a lunchtime laser. It's a photofacial. It's used to address sunspots, hyperpigmentation, sometimes rosacea. It helps to brighten the skin, and it's a nice adjunct to the Timeless Lift, which is a surgical treatment. So treatments like IPL, fillers, things like Dysport and Botox, those things can all be combined to help restore and bring back youthfulness in the face and neck region.
Well, thank you so much for all that wonderful information, and now we're actually going to go speak with one of your patients, right?
Yes, we're going to talk to Rebecca, who's actually had the Timeless Lift as well as the IPL and some injection treatments. And you'll find that I think she had a wonderful result and is thrilled with these results.
Rebecca M. Holtz is here with us, one of Dr. Sonny O's patients. Thanks for joining us today.
So glad to be here.
All right, we're talking about Timeless Lift. You've actually had the procedure. What do you think?
I love it. As a baby boomer, you want to look
I cannot believe you're a baby boomer, by the way. You look fantastic.
Yes, well, I'm 55, and I want to look as young as I feel. And as baby boomers, we have a lot of special events going on in our lives, family events like weddings, maybe some public events, and we want to look refreshed. And the Timeless Lift does that.
Okay, Rebecca, so Timeless Lift, we talked about that. You also use the procedure that Dr. Sonny O and I talked about before, which is IPL, correct?
That's right. I love IPL because as a baby boomer, I've been in the sun a lot. I think I can say that's true for most baby boomers. And there was a lot of sun damage as a result, a lot of brown spots on my face that were really bothering me when I looked into the mirror. The IPL reduced those brown spots, it evened out my skin tone, and it also helped with some wrinkles.
And us fair skinned girls, you really have to, the sun can really put a hurting on our skin, right?
Absolutely. And the IPL takes care of that.
Okay, so did you come in here knowing what you wanted?
No.
Or did you come in here kind of just like saying, hey, just tell me what I should do?
I knew I wanted to look younger and more refreshed, and Dr. Sonny O recommended the Timeless Lift because it took care of my sagging neck.
Which is hard to believe that you had one, but...
Before and after pictures are very telling. I did have a saggy neck and redefined my jawline.
Okay.
It got rid of some major wrinkles.
And so, sometimes some women, let's be honest, go a little too far. And like I said, you look fantastic. Natural results were something you really wanted, right?
It was very important to me, and so I did my research before coming into Dr. O's office. And I liked his before and afters because you still look like yourself. I don't want to look like I'm 25. I'm not 25. I have some wisdom, I hope, over the years that I've acquired.
Exactly.
But I did want to look as young as I feel. I don't feel like I'm 55. We're not our parents' 55 generation.
Well, I can tell you, you don't look 55 at all. All right, so before we go, for the folks at home, if you were telling them about your experience overall with Dr. O, what would you tell them?
Well, Dr. Sonny O has, he's very visionary. He is like an artist because he looks at your face and he knows what's going to look best for your canvas, which is your face. It's still going to look like you, a more refreshed you, and then his staff, his team at his practice, they treat you like family. They truly care about you, and I believe that it shows.
Well, you, again, I feel like I'm hitting on you, but you look absolutely beautiful. And thanks so much for telling us about your experience.
Thank you for having me.
And for more information, you can go online to drsonnyo.com.